Welcome everybody to Cumbria South's award evening, our very first virtual awards evening. And first off, I'd like to hand over to our county president, Kath Coyd, to do the introductions. Over to you, Kath.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome you all to our county awards evening. It's rather a different presentation this year. Let's hope next year we can all meet face to face again. I would like to give a special welcome to our guests, the High Sheriff of Cumbria, Julie Barton, and Julie Walton, the Region Chief Commissioner of the Girl Guide in North West England, who is unable to join us live this evening, so has recorded her message. I just thought I'd like to introduce myself to those who don't know me. My name is Kath Coyd. I belong to Dudden Division, and this year is my 40th year of Girl Guiding in Cumbria South. I hope you have all brought your drinks along with you, so sit back and enjoy your evening. I will now pass you over to our County Commissioner, Sarah.
Hello everyone, it's great to see you tonight, and I'd just like to echo Kath's words that we're really pleased that you managed to join us. Right, I'm going to just sort of say a bit about the last 12 months really, which has been an interesting year for all of us. Normally we would come together face to face to celebrate guiding achievements in our wonderful county, but for the second year in a row we're now unable to do this. 2020 was a year unlike any we've ever experienced before. When we first heard about coronavirus towards the end of 2019, I don't suppose any of us realised the impact it was going to have on either our personal or guiding lives. There have been many challenges along the way, and everyone has handled these in the best way for them. Some of you may have needed to take a step back from guiding, and that's fine. You are still valuable members of our guiding family, and we look forward to welcoming you back when the time is right for you. Others may have been able to take a more active role, keeping guiding going for our young members. Either way, we're all still part of the guiding family, and I would like to thank all of our members for doing whatever they've done to be able to keep guiding over the past year. Despite all the downs of the past 12 months, there have also been lots of ups, and we are going to celebrate these tonight. One of the first things the pandemic has demonstrated is our ability to be adaptable. For instance, how many of you had ever heard of Zoom this time last year? And now we're using it for all sorts of things, meetings, trainings, and even events like tonight. Throughout this year, I've been constantly amazed at the resilience of our members and how they have tackled every challenge they have been faced with. As soon as the lockdown started, we could no longer meet face to face. So we had leaders starting virtual meetings on Zoom, posting activities on Facebook, and sending things to girls so they could carry on with their guiding at home. The pandemic has also meant that residential events were no longer able to take place. But did that stop us? No. Within a month of the first lockdown starting, we held our first virtual sleepover, attended by more than 600 Girl Guiding members, plus their families. We had people joining us from all over the UK, and even from as far away as Australia. I'm not quite sure how they dealt with the time difference, but they did. Throughout 2020, as well as the wonderful things happening locally in divisions and districts, the county has also held a fun games event, because it should have been an Olympic year. It's had a scarecrow festival, a cupcake competition to raise money for the Alzheimer's Society, and held social events for volunteers so they could keep in touch. It's the first time I'd even heard about Taskmaster, but Taskmaster we did, and it was good fun. 2 county-based challenges were also launched, and it's been lovely to see our young members enthusiastically taking part. I'd like to give the challenges a bit of a plug though. If you haven't already done the Cumbria or Ticket to Travel challenge, there is still time to do it. After virtual meetings and events, although virtual meetings and events are not the same and will never replace actually being with the girls, as a leader they do have one advantage: not being the one who has to tidy up and put all the equipment away at the end. However we meet with our young members, keeping them safe remains a priority, And I would like to thank everyone who has kept up to date with their safeguarding and first aid training over the past 12 months. Nationally, this has been a major priority, and our county trainers have worked incredibly hard to help everyone here in Cumbria South and further afield complete the relevant courses. Looking forward, although it is still difficult to know exactly when we will be able to return to regular face-to-face guiding, with the rollout of vaccines, there does seem to be a light at the end of the tunnel, even if we don't know exactly how long the tunnel is going to be. We are already thinking about future events for guiding here in Cumbria South, and we want our young members and volunteers to be involved in the decision making and planning process. So please watch out for opportunities as they come up. We are now going to look at some pictures of our young members enjoying themselves as they take part in events across the county. Because we were unable to hold our annual gathering in 2019, some of the pictures are from then and show guiding before social distancing became a necessity. But most are from 2020 and show fantastic things that you've been doing despite the global pandemic. hope you all enjoyed looking at those pictures. They certainly make me realise how wonderful our leaders have been in getting the girls involved with things. We're now going to go on to think about the long service milestones of our volunteers. And our Region Chief Commissioner, Julie Walton, has a few words to say as well.
South, and sorry that I can't be with you this evening for your virtual awards ceremony. There's just a few people that I want to congratulate on their achievements, and I'm sending this little video for you to share as much as I can from your evening. So first of all, we have a 50-year award for one of you sitting here tonight. This lady was a brownie and a guide and a junior leader in Scotland before she got married, and started with Cumbria South in 1970. First Burton brownies originally, and then went on to guides when the leader left. Like so many of us, then became District Commissioner for Kent Valley East and West, then went on to be Division Commissioner in 1995. She was County Commissioner from September 1998 to April 2004, Leadership Coordinator representing the region on the CHQ Awards Committee for 5 years, then County President, Division President for Kent Loon up until last year, County Trefoil Guild Chair too. She started the awards chair and is now awards panel, and is now chair of Kent Loon Trefoil Guild. Jenny Gilfellon, we're talking about, of course, has represented the region at the Queen's Garden Party in 2001, and the year later went with Karen Bell to the Lord Lieutenant of Cumbria, James Cropper's Garden Party at Carlisle Castle. Finished as County Commissioner, was invited to go to our chalet with Candle Division, where they all had a wonderful time, and she met so many lovely people in her time in Cumbria South. Such a happy county, and I can vouch for that. It's a shame we can't all get together for the usual shindig that you have for your awards evening, but I'm sure you all will in the future. So congratulations to Jenny on her 50-year award tonight. Congratulations.
I'd just like to say, well done, Jenny, for 50 years. That's absolutely amazing. Well done to the rest of you as well, and thanks for everything you do. But I think I saw somebody clapping, but can we all give a special clap for Jenny? Brilliant. Right, our next award is the Flamingo Award, which is given to a member in recognition of outstanding service to Girl Guiding the county, but in this particular case, to the wider community as well. This year's worthy recipient, and you may have already had a slight clue to this, is Janice Lloyd. And I'm going to hand over now to Vicky Smith, who's going to tell you why she nominated Janice for this award.
I actually nominated Janice last year, but due to COVID, our annual meeting had to be cancelled. I thought that all her hard work still needed to be recognised, so I put her forward for the Flamingo Award again this year. Janice first approached me to ask if our units could fundraise for St Mary's Hospice, and we all thought this was a good idea. Very quickly, North Lonsdale wanted to join us, and then it was suggested that we offer it to all Cumbria South members. Janice set to work. Janice contacted Claire Paling, who is the area fundraiser, and said we would love to fundraise, but not just Lindell units, but as Girl Guide Cumbria South. Janice organised a 30-day challenge, asking everyone to do a good turn every day in the month of June. She chose this as it was St Mary's Hospice's 30th anniversary. Janice prepared all the paperwork, liaising with Claire, who helped with the photocopying. She made up packs for every unit and distributed them, inviting units to join in if they wished. She designed a badge with help. Once the challenge started, she went around collecting all the money raised by units and delivered this to Janice, our treasurer. She made sure that all members who had taken part received their badge. To celebrate with the girls and present our first cheque to the hospice, she organised a picnic. There was an amazing response from Cumbria South members, far exceeding our hope of raising £1,000, as the final total was £6,383.13. Claire also sent us a message from the hospice. From the initial conversation we had about involving Janice's Brownies in a fundraising activity for the hospice, she took the idea and made it grow into an extremely successful event that has raised thousands of much-needed pounds for our organisation. She has dedicated her personal time to promoting the challenge, allowing it to reach all areas of our geographical footprint, which in turn has increased its success. Janice has approached every aspect of the challenge and nothing has been too much trouble for her. I'd like to congratulate Janice on receiving the Flamingo Award.
Congratulations, Janice. Did this come as a bit of a surprise to you?
Is she there?
She is. She's there. Yeah, Vicky can't see this because Vicky unfortunately has problems with Zoom, which is why Vicky's on the phone. But yes, Vicky, Janice is here. So well done, Janice. Well deserved. Okay. Right, our next award is the first of 3 for young adults in the 18 to 30 category. 3 quite different awards. And the first one is the Arts Award. And Julie Walton is going to speak about the person who's received this.
Hello, Cumbria South. I'm here to say a huge congratulations to Kate Asquith on her Gold Arts Award, which she began in 2013. And while she got off to a good start, her mentor moved away from the area. And it wasn't until 2019 that Sarah, I think, and Maria Bates suggested she picked it up again. And this time she has completed it with the support of all of you in Cumbria South. Her work focused on arts leadership, and she had originally directed and edited a short film, performed in amateur dramatics, and experimented with poetry. She says it was fun looking back on the art of her younger self to see how much she had changed and developed both as an artist and as a human being. Girl Guiding motivated Kate, as it does with so many of us, doesn't it, to persevere, to set a good example for her brownies. A small group of them wanted to do their Explore Award, and so she was happy to mentor them, and they began with the Marion Salway Trophies Home Sweet Home Challenge, and then a visit from glass artist Sarah Lace. This inspired the girls to produce independent artwork, and 4 girls achieved their Explore Award at the same time as Kate finished her Gold Arts Award. So well done, congratulations, and enjoy a lovely evening. Bye for now.
Well done, Kate. And if any of the leaders out there would like their girls to join in with the Arts Award, just contact me and I can give you details. We can do it virtually. We've proved we can do lots of other things virtually. The Arts Award is one of them. So just let me know if you're interested. Okay, now for a bit of fun. This takes us back to our first virtual sleepover. And I wonder if you can spot people that you recognise in it. Hands up if you saw yourself on that film. Yeah, there are quite a lot of familiar faces on that. Right, now we're going to move on to our second award for young members in sort of the 18 to 30 age group. And this is for the Queen's Guide Award, which is the highest award you can work towards in Girl Guiding. And again, Julie Walson is going to say a few words about our recipients of this award.
Hi Cumbria South, and happy Thinking Day to you all. And next on your awards list for me is Rebecca Taylor, who has achieved her Queen's Guide Award. She has done this through service in guiding for Brownies. Her outdoor challenge, she took a group of the then senior section to Edinburgh and gained her senior section permit. For her personal skill development, she took a sign language course. For community action, she explored the impact of poverty both locally and around the world. And for her residential, she had the extraordinary experience of travelling to Peru to take part in a service project with children with special needs. She says that she enjoyed taking part in all aspects of Queen's Guide, which provided her with improved confidence and developed life skills. After completion of the award, Kate has been able to use her new knowledge of sign language to support a child who is deaf at work, and her trip to Peru has encouraged her to take the plunge and spend a year travelling the world to immerse herself in different cultures and take part in more service projects. Well done, and huge congratulations to Rebecca. Gaining my Queen's Guide was the thing that sparked my career and my journey through life. So very well done, and enjoy your awards ceremony when you get to it. Congratulations.
Well done. Unfortunately, both Kate with her Arts Award and Rebecca with her Queen's Guide haven't had an official presentation of their awards yet because of the pandemic. But now I'd like to hand over to Julie Barton, and this time we are going to do a proper presentation, aren't we, Julie?
We are. I'm going to give a little speech about High Sheriff first and then the presentation, so I'll keep you all waiting. So I'm delighted to join you this evening. I thought it would be nice to share a little bit about the Office of High Sheriff, particularly in a pandemic. Looking back to March 2020, my name had been pricked by Her Majesty the Queen, and she'd appointed me as the county's High Sheriff. It's a voluntary, independent, non-political, royal appointment for 1 year with the noble duties of lending active support and upholding the principal organs of our constitution here in Cumbria. The role goes back over 1,000 years, and historically, High Sheriffs, they would have had extensive powers to judge cases in court, raise the hue and cry and chase after criminals, command a posse, send 2 knights to Parliament and collect everybody's taxes. It's an interesting job description, but it's not mine. A sheriff's powers have waned over the years, but I planned to play a modern, positive role in today's Cumbria, and then came COVID. In April, my diary had emptied, and not surprisingly, during an international pandemic, no one's first thought was, oh, I must contact the High Sheriff. But I was determined to be proactive and take a fresh approach. But how? I remember reading the Westmoreland Gazette, and there was a fantastic example of an organisation with a can-do attitude that had quickly adapted. It was an article about Girl Guiding Cumbria South and their virtual guide camp. I was so impressed that I contacted straight away and invited myself along. The warm welcome I received was fantastic, and the camp had me digging out my welly sticks and my old tin cup and my old camp badges. And I'm very proud to have said since I've received a new virtual camp guide badge. It's my first badge for 36 years, and I've added it to my collection, so thank you. Congratulations, everyone. The virtual guide camp was such a great event, and it brought together so many families from across South Cumbria for a series of fun activities and campfire singing. And it inspired me to further zoom around our county and set up my own series of online events and find new ways to lend support. And my year has been a very busy one. Girl Guiding Cumbria South has also taught me to ask more questions. To support guiders Sue Gungeon and Joanna and their colleagues with fundraising for Cumbria Community Foundation, I agreed straight away to climb Wetherlam, no questions asked. It was a sunrise walk, and we set off at 3 a.m. in the morning. Still, it was a very good event. In summer, I launched my High Sheriff of Cumbria Special Recognition Certificates to acknowledge and thank all those volunteers, voluntary organisations and individuals who'd been outstanding in their support of others during the COVID-19 crisis. And I was inundated with amazing stories of generosity and kindness, often shown to complete strangers. And it was a privilege to be able to select and send out certificates and personal letters to recipients Judging from the replies I received from those recipients, I also made a lot of people cry, but in a good way, because they were pleased to get the certificates. And I was very pleased to award one of my certificates to Sarah Beale. Sarah, like her fellow guide leaders, had shown great commitment to actively engaging and supporting young people. So thank you to you all. You are a tremendous and generous set of volunteers who contribute so much to our county. During my year, I've worked with and been inspired by the proactivity of Cumbria Community Foundation in responding to emerging need. For one of the least populated counties in England, our foundation has awarded around £2 million to over hundreds of groups across Cumbria. So it's been a privilege to engage directly with over 150 charities to date, each working to support others. So we really do live in a really amazing county. My theme for my year in office is tackling isolation and loneliness. And I've learnt with crisis comes opportunity. COVID-19 has identified so many more people leading lonely lives, but with it has come neighbourliness and connection with our local communities. Volunteering is so important and it continues to make such a difference to the lives of others. It has been central to our resilience and the well-being of our communities. And I'm optimistic that if we harness all that goodwill from the army of new volunteers and we build on the collaboration within our communities established during 3 lockdowns, then hopefully fewer people will be or feel lonely in the future. Someone who's done an incredible job and worked incredibly hard and creatively within her community is the person who's about to receive the High Sheriff Award. This person has ensured that the members of Cross Craig Rainbows and Brownies are still connected and engaged in exciting activities. So throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Lauren Boo has helped keep both units running by holding weekly Zoom meetings. These are always engaging, fun, and real highlight of the week for the girls. She's also delivered activity packs and run virtual sleepovers for Rainbows, Brownies, and Guides. With Lauren's support, the girls have been able to continue engaging in the guiding programme. As a result, many badges have been gained, and despite the current challenges, some girls have even managed to achieve their bronze, silver, and gold awards. Lauren is creative, innovative, and organised, and has been able to use all these skills not only to help her own units, but to help and support guiding right across the county. She's helped plan and deliver a number of large events, and her willing attitude and enthusiasm has meant she's been a valuable member of the county events team. She's also recently taken on the shared role of Division Commissioner for Kent Loon Division and has already had success in recruiting and supporting new leaders. So I'm absolutely delighted that this year's recipient of the High Sheriff Award is Lauren Boo. Congratulations, it's well deserved.
Well done, Lauren. Does that come as a complete surprise then?
Yeah. Definitely came as a surprise.
It's very well deserved. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, we even got the trophy to you.
It's all right. I was in a bit of shock then. She got delivered this afternoon.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Julie. It's been a delight to have you with us at the start of the pandemic. And as you said, as we're coming out of this next phase, towards the end of this next phase of lockdown. So thank you very much for joining us again tonight. All right, we're now going to show a video of some of our young members having adventures at home. This will be followed by the names of the recipients of the Girl Guiding COVID Hero 2020 Awards. These members have all been nominated because of the things they have done to support guiding in the county throughout 2020. Right, well, I think that comment at the end about being socially distanced, but being together, it really sums up sort of the year, well, the last 12 months. And I'd just like to thank everyone tonight, everyone who's received an award, and everyone who's helped to take part in this evening. So thank you very much. And I'm now going to hand back over to our county president, Catherine Coyd. Oh, I gave you your Sunday name then, Kath.
Sorry.
I gave you your Sunday name then. You got Catherine rather than Kath.
I'm going to do that. What a fantastic county we've got, haven't we? I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves this evening. I would like to thank the High Sheriff and the County Commissioners, sorry, I've got a croak, for their contribution to this evening. A special thanks to Sarah, Sam, Vicky and Jane for putting this evening together for us. It's been good to see the various activities the children have done. They've made owl rings, learned to surf, making hedgehogs, and the infamous toilet roll challenge. The amazing COVID heroes who have made all this possible. I think everybody deserves a pat on the back. We are now going to close the formal part of the evening. If anyone would like to stay online for a chat or have questions they would like to ask our county team, who will try their best to answer them, we will keep the meeting open for a bit longer. Otherwise, good night and thank you all for joining us.